Obviously, over the past 48 hours, we've seen a lot of headlines, especially from Washington, that the two sides, Tehran and Washington, have reached an agreement on this memorandum of understanding. And all that's left is for the two sides to finalize it and then sign it. Much of those headlines driven by statements made by U.S. President Donald Trump himself saying this is a done deal. However, the headlines, the position in Tehran is very different, much more cautious. They are indeed signaling that the two sides are close to an agreement. However, they stress that nothing has been finalized and nothing has been signed. Late last night, the foreign ministry saying that Iran's political leaders, military leaders, members of Iran's Supreme National Security Council are consulting, conferring, discussing the elements within this agreement in an effort to make a final decision. Late last night, Abbas Araghchi, Iran's foreign minister, posting a message on social media saying the two sides have never been closer to this signing, this memorandum of understanding, but he cautioned the media against speculating of what's inside the agreement. However, later last night, Abbas Araghchi went on state television and made some comments that perhaps gave us a glimpse of what would be inside this agreement. Araghchi saying the agreement consists of two stages. And in this first stage, they will not be discussing Iran's nuclear program. And this is something that Iran wanted. They wanted a ceasefire. They wanted to establish the end of hostilities. And then for the next stage, that's when they will agree to discuss Iran's nuclear program. Abbas Araghchi saying that Iran will never leave Lebanon alone, suggesting that in this agreement, Washington will agree to end all hostilities on all fronts, including Lebanon, which has been a tall order, considering Israel's relentless bombing campaign of southern Lebanon. Araghchi saying the first thing mentioned in the agreement is the lifting of the U.S. Naval blockade. None of Iran's frozen assets can remain frozen, said Araghchi, suggesting that Washington has also agreed to unfreeze Iran's frozen assets, estimated at more than $20 billion. However, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance saying that's not going to happen immediately when Iran signs. Araghchi finally tempering expectations, saying breaking promises is the nature of U.S. statesmen, and we must expect major obstacles. So an indication of the mistrust that's still there, but a lot of signals here in Tehran that the two sides are close, but they say nothing has been finalized, nothing has been signed.